Hello, and welcome to this episode of Ask Coach Catasha. So, let's get right to it. Today's question. Hey, Catasha. Hey, girl, hey. So, I used to be able to squirt for penetration, sometimes from riding, sometimes from whatever the guy was doing. But now, after I've had 2 more kids and lost touch of my sex life, I'm getting back in there and can't seem to squirt from penetration. Dang, I lost the. Have I lost this ability? Is my vagina broken? It's really bothering me at this point because I miss the feeling and I'm tired of having to ask my guy to grab the vibrator. He also really enjoys the squirting, of course, too, so he gets excited and then nothing, and it's such a mood killer when I say I can't. Any advice? Okay. So, firstly, I do already have a class on squirting, so we're going to try to do like a high overview so that we don't get stuck here for 30 minutes. But pretty much the area that you are necessarily trying to stimulate is going to be it's going to be the upper anterior part of your vagina. So it is your urethral sponge, also known as, your G spot. But your urethral sponge is pretty much similar to a prostate in a male body. So when this area is stroked, it can produce a fluid that shoots through the urethra, and that is where squirting comes from. Now again, I'm gonna try to keep this because there's different types of squirt, all kinds of stuff, and I don't know, but we'll try to. I got you, girl. I'm gonna try. Okay, so of course, once you have babies, the makeup of your body kind of changes a little bit, and you have a lot more things that can interfere with the function of that part of the body. It doesn't mean that it's gone somewhere. It doesn't mean it's broken. It just means that you probably have to do a little bit more to get more stimulated at this age. And there's also probably things in front of you that may be causing that too. Work, stress, kids, having you said 2 more kids, so I don't even know how many kids that actually is, but that could also be causing a problem too. So what you want to do to be able to increase that is, one, you're going to have to take the pressure off yourself. You're never going to be able to get it if you are constantly thinking about getting it. What you need to do is work on the arousal part. So once you've gotten ready, you've peed, you've emptied your bladder, once you start that arousal process, scientifically it shows that that bladder fills up with the fluid that you're looking for as you become more aroused. As you move later through life, you need more to become aroused. The little things you used to do before, you don't have access to all the norepinephrine and all the things that you had in your body before that were able to help you get there sooner. You may have a longer process now because your body has gone through a process of having a child, and so you dumped all of your things into making babies, and so now your body is using a different system to try to figure out how to work it. So you're going to have to remove the pressure. And even though it's great, I'm sure your boyfriend loves it, he's going to have to remove the pressure too. He probably doesn't even feel sad. You just are projecting that because it's something that you usually do and you're not doing it now. So you're like, oh my God, he probably don't care. The coochie probably still feels good as it always have. But I do understand, having access to this wonderful thing and then for some reason not being able to have it. So yeah, the area that you're going to be looking for is the anterior wall of the vagina. So when you go in, it's going to be on that top, on that mons pubis. So you're going to go in, you're going to go up. Once you get behind there, if you just start moving in that area, and there's different types of stimulation that you might like. You might like a rub, you might like a poke. It's all different types of feelings. But if you start messing around in that area, you may feel that familiar feeling of wanting to press down and wanting to pee. And that's going to be where that is. Now, again, you have to be quite aroused. They actually say to find the G spot, the best thing to do is knock that first orgasm out of the way. So, and when you're stimulating that urethral sponge. It is better if all of your blood's already down there and you are completely aroused to find it. Then you're just going to start, if you're on top, you're going to use your hips to move around and figure out what you're like. You're trying to stimulate an area that's probably not easy to get to from, the top. So you're going to have to move your hips, lean forward, lean backward. Leaning backward is going to be good for you because if this is the penis and this is the body, if you lean back, it's going to rub on the front part, the anterior part of the vagina, which is going to give you a better chance of being able to feel that. But there are some people who can lean forward and experience that as well. It just depends on, the erectness of the tool that you're using. I would suggest practicing on your own sometimes. When you masturbate, get you a good G-spot toy, something with a really good hook on it. And as you go in there, feel around, feel for that pressure. And again, you most likely still have it as long as you still have all of your body parts and you haven't had to have anything removed. You should still have all the pieces to be able to make it work. It just may take a little bit more time and a little bit more arousal and, leaning into those methods that turn you on. Maybe watching a little bit of porn before you start, or again, just knocking that first orgasm out of the way and looking for it after that. Practice your angles and you should be able to find it again. If you do that and you don't find anything else and you're still not able to do it, I would probably look at, maybe your medications, maybe your hydration levels, because you need water to be able for the body to bring the water to that area. So again, there's so many different things and so much, but I hope that that was helpful to you. If not, you can always reach out to me with an update or things that you tried so we can look at something else. You can email me at expressionofrepression@gmail.com or Coach Catasha at expressionofrepression.com. Play nice.